Me. I'm finally starting to feel a little more confident with how my body looks. My body dysmorphia. Look again. One day, we'll be able to talk about how most people's body dysmorphia is just fatphobia. Oh yeah, because you're the only person on this planet that's allowed to have body image issues. How self-centered can you be? I thought the whole point was to be body inclusive. Oh no, only bodies that look specifically like you, that's the only people we want to be inclusive to? Get out of here, dude. What's going on, Modern Chodes? It's your boy Long Nail, back again with another new video. And in today's video, we're going over the hot post from r/FatLogic. Let's get into it. Why is it totally cool to manage emotions with half a bottle, but totally dangerous to manage emotions with food? I don't know who told you that either of those are healthy, but they're not. And I'm willing to go out on a limb and say you didn't hear that from a doctor. But, you know, heaven forbid you asked your doctor for advice and he told you something you didn't like, he'd probably say he was against you. It's like, clearly neither of those are healthy to turn to. How about you try, I don't know, exercise if you need a crutch? It's like, I mean, come on, dude. The fact that you even think this is a good comparison when every single person that just saw this realizes clearly neither of those are good. You guys don't recognize fat people as beautiful. That's why it always takes for them to lose weight for you to see that they're actually beautiful. It's you, doll, and your fatphobia. No, because what if they lose weight and I still don't think they're beautiful? Am I now thin phobic? No, I just don't think they're attractive. It's like there's so many things to me that go into determining whether or not somebody's physically attractive. That's not to say that a thin person can't be ugly or that a fat person can't be beautiful. It's just in that specific case, I looked at you and thought, nah, I'm good. And you probably looked at me and thought the same thing. But I don't get on my high horse and think that every single person that's ever seen me needs to think, oh my gosh, Mr. Nail's so attractive, I just can't wait to get with him. Because I'm not delusional, and I realize people are allowed to like what they like. You can't force every single person on the planet to think that you're attractive. Y'all do realize that maybe someone would gain weight after a breakup because they learned to stop being unreasonably restricting their food intake in order to please their previous partner, and that gaining an extra 15 pounds over a month is not unhealthy. It's just normal fluctuation. Y'all act like gaining weight means suddenly waking up and not being able to get out of bed. Yeah, gaining 15 pounds in a month, that's not healthy. I mean, you have to be eating more than 1,000 extra calories over what you burn in a day to do that. I mean, it's probably even more. If I could do quick maths, I could tell you exactly how much. But I'm not good at quick maths. But I can guarantee you, you're eating in a surplus of over 1,000 calories per day, which is insanely high. Again, this just shows why eating isn't a health and coping mechanism. Maybe try talking to friends and family, going out, I don't know, running, talking to somebody. Like, I get it, breakups can be hard. That doesn't mean you should instantly go, well, this is hard, so I'm going to turn to food. Because, well, then you gain 15 pounds in a month. And then what if after that month, you're still not feeling all there? Well, that's when you end up waking up not being able to get out of bed. It's a slippery slope there. Why is it that thin people can be thin because of genetics, but for fat people, it's always blamed on their choices? Okay, I mean, this is a semi-fair point, except for most thin people, even themselves, that claim they have good genetics. I mean, I guess technically this is genetics, but they just don't have large appetites. They don't spend every minute that they're awake thinking, oh, what's my next meal gonna be? What about food? But just because you went out with them one night and they hounded down a whole pizza, a 2-liter of Coke, and a bag of chips, you think, whoops, I've only had 2 slices. Yeah, except the rest of the week, they barely ate. Unintentionally. Because some people just don't have a crazy appetite like that. Which is possibly partly genetic. I'm sure it's also heavily trained in on how hungry you get. And, working out affects your leptin and ghrelin and all this. But yeah. We don't need to get into that because you're not going to listen anyways. But just to say, oh yeah, it's always genetics. It's not. For thin or for fat. The variance in great genetics and terrible genetics isn't as big as you think it is. I mean, it's definitely not 100 pounds versus 600 pounds. You think somebody that's 600 pounds only is that big because of their genetics? Even 300 pounds. You think it's only solely because of genetics? Then you're just wrong. How to be a thin ally. Acknowledge your privilege. Stop using fat as an insult. Listen and learn from others. Bro, stop. Because they're comparing this to stuff they definitely shouldn't be comparing it to. And you know what? You're probably making a lot of people want to do the exact opposite. It's just so annoying. It's like, I worked out every single day. I ate healthy foods in moderation. We're not the same. Like, sure, maybe, let's say my metabolism's 200 calories a day better than yours. All right, yeah, I'll acknowledge that that's lucky for me. But everything else is hard work that you're not willing to put in. Or maybe you think you're putting in hard work, but you're probably eating healthy foods in too large of a quantity. You're going to the gym and you're probably not working out as hard. Or maybe you tried it for a week or two, you lost a pound, and you said, well, it's just not fair. I'm never going to lose weight. And you gave up. And other people didn't. I still don't feel like they're lucky to keep it off. I've kept the weight off by being disciplined with my nutrition and workouts. There's nothing lucky about hard work. People don't gain weight because they're unlucky. There are tons of factors that impact weight aside from nutrition, workouts, and discipline. Many fat people have probably worked even harder than you have and not been able to lose weight, or maybe they did and couldn't keep it off. Your personal experience is called anecdotal evidence, which is like the least valid form of evidence that exists when we're talking about nutrition, science, and health. Your personal experience is not representative of all women everywhere. You lost weight and kept it off. In my opinion, that's lucky. Did you read the caption? I'm not ignoring that people like you don't work hard. That doesn't mean you're not lucky. I've been working out consistently since high school, and the way I look is mostly luck, genetics, not my habits. Doesn't mean I don't work hard in the gym or eat healthy. It means I'm not gaslighting other people's experiences based on my own. You're kind of trying to gaslight this other person into thinking that their hard work and tracking their nutrition meant absolutely nothing, when clearly it meant everything, because guess what? They proved you wrong. They were overweight, they lost weight through diet and exercise, and they kept it off through diet and exercise. They're literally proving you wrong. And then you're going to say, oh, it's anecdotal evidence because it's just one person. Nope. Hundreds of thousands, but millions of people do this every year. Everyone is capable of doing this. It's just people don't take the time to build the habit. They don't have the dedication. Or even sometimes people that really try, like you said, probably train even harder than this dude. Well, they give up, or their diet is even healthy foods, but just in too large of a quantity. And then, of course, they're going to go, well, I can't lose weight. I work out so hard. And they maybe work out so hard. But diet, well, you have to have a good diet because you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. Just because you're eating healthy foods doesn't mean you can't be in a calorie surplus. So you got to take all of it together. Then you end up like the blue dude. Lost weight and was able to keep it off. I went to Epcot last weekend and it was surreal having to squeeze into rides and things. I barely fit. And It made me feel like I wasn't welcome, like I don't exist, like fun things are only meant for skinny people. It really is such a unique and painful feeling to realize that the world is specifically designed to leave fat people out. Oh, you ready? Hear me out. I experienced the same thing on planes and roller coasters, but not because I'm fat, because I'm too tall for them. You know what I don't do? Is go around complaining about how these people who designed these things specifically thought, oh, we know Long Nail's tall and he's going to need to do this one day, so let's make it miserable for him. No, they designed it to accommodate 99.9% of the human population, and well, you're an outlier. That's all it is. They were trying to be efficient, get the biggest bang for their buck, and, you're lucky because unlike me, you can change your situation. I can't just get shorter, so I'll never be able to go on that roller coaster. But guess what? You surely can lose weight. Interesting. When you change the perspective on something, how your opinion might change. All right, Modern Chodes, that's it for the hot post from r/FatLogic. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. And of course, share this video with your friends. And if you want to help support the channel for free, anytime you have any shopping to do on Amazon, just click the link in the description down below. Do your shopping as regular. It won't cost you anything extra, and it'll help support the channel. So I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, peace.